Here are my 5 tips for better sales on Vinted. Let's have a look what these are and talk about them for a while. Let's go. Hello and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Polish Pete and I'm eBay and Vinted reseller, mostly eBay, based in UK. I buy cheap ladies clothing in bulk and I sell them individually on eBay for profit and Vinted. And I'm also an unpaid carer for an elderly and disabled person who lives abroad, and this is kind of my main occupation. And the reselling is kind of like a time filler. Whenever I've got time for it, I do it. Today I would like to talk about Vinted and I would like to give you my 5 tips for better Vinted sales. Now I sell on Vinted since October. Before that I've been selling as a private account, but I didn't do great back then. I'm not doing great at the moment either, but you know, I'm not an expert. But I've sold few items over there and I've noticed few things that may help you to improve your sales there. Yeah. My items are basically very overpriced, greatly overpriced, vastly overpriced, because I put them at eBay prices a little bit lower, a pound lower than an eBay price, and because I'm just not ready to sell item for £2 that the same item would sell on eBay for a tenner. So yeah, that's what it is. But I've sold 43 items there in April, taking about £5 per item, and that's my best result so far since October. And you know, it's not too shabby on a platform that is basically flooded with cheap run-of-the-mill ladies clothing that I sell. Yeah. So yeah, let's talk about those 5 things that can improve your sales. But before we do it, if you are interested in reselling, please consider subscribing to the channel, because this is what I talk about literally every week. So mostly eBay though, keep that in mind. So number 1, first tip, put your keywords into your description, into your item description. Description is searchable on Vinted, so everything you put there matters. Yeah, matters. Don't just copy and paste title or whatever. Just invest a minute or two in the description. Yeah. What I do is, when I cross-list my items from eBay to Vinted, I just copy and paste my item specifics, because item specifics are really saturated with keywords. Yeah. Also, don't be afraid to stretch that title a bit. Yeah. Because I see plenty of people on Vinted listing items like next jeans size 14, and that's it. Come on, make some effort. Make it a little bit longer. Push those keywords into the title as well. Yeah? Tip number 2. List your items on Friday. I mean, if you wish to list them during the week, like 5 a day or 10 a day or whatever your fixation on numbers is, just save them as drafts. Yeah? Save them as drafts, and then on Friday afternoon, put them live. Yeah? All at once. Weekends are by far the busiest time on Vinted, at least for me. I mean, 70 to 80% of my sales comes on weekends. Yeah? And what's even more important, Vinted algorithm pushes fresh items. Yeah? They only push those fresh items. If the fresher the item is, the greater the chance to sell it, basically. Yeah? eBay will push it hard. Vinted will push it harder. And if you won't sell it in 2, 3, 4, 5 days, that's done. That's done. Vinted will push it down and will not promote it at all whatsoever. And selling that item is like pure luck, basically, pure luck. Okay, if you have like 5,000 items listed on Vinted, then yeah, sheer volume will probably make some of those items sell. But otherwise, 2, 3, maximum 4, 5 days, and your item is like a window of opportunity is closed, basically. Number 3, impost lockers. My sales literally at least tripled when I have accepted impost lockers as one of my delivery methods. At this point, impost lockers for me are like 80% of my sales. Easily 80% of my sales. So if you have an impost locker somewhere near you, just add this as your delivery method. And I mean, nowadays it's a lot more those impost lockers that they were like 5 years ago. So everybody should be fairly close to the one, unless you live in like a proper rural area. If you live in a small village, you may not have it. But if you live in a town, you should have it fairly close to your house. Yeah. Number 4, offer bundle deals. And what's more important, if you offer those bundle deals, let your customers to know it. Put that into your description fairly high. Bundle deals offered or something like that. Yeah. I mean, bundles of 3 or 4 and 2 are not uncommon for me. I get at least 1, 2, 3 bundles every month. I mean, I had 2 4-item bundles in April. Yeah. And already in May, I had a bundle of 2 and bundle of 7. And I had bundle of 7 before as well, like in March or something. So yeah, people buy in bundles, so let them know that you actually do it and you actually make them a deal when they want to buy a bundle of items. Number 5, if you are a pro seller, then by law you have to accept returns. A lot of buyers on Vinted still have no idea what pro account is. I see them buying from me and asking me why they can't leave me a positive feedback, and then I have to explain them that I'm a pro account and they have to wait 14 days and blah 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 blah. And they said, oh, I didn't know pro account is a thing on Vinted. So yeah, so if you are a pro account and you have to accept returns, let them know it. Make it like a unique selling point. Hey, I accept returns, so buy in confidence. When something is wrong, item doesn't fit, you can return it. That will help you to build that trust between you and them, and hopefully that will be that straw that breaks a camel back, sort of speak. And yeah, they will see that you accept returns. So yeah, oh yeah, so I'm gonna buy it because if it doesn't fit, I can send it back. Yeah. So put it in your description. Bundle deals offered. We accept returns. Yeah. And that would be it, guys. That would be my 5 tips for better Vinted sales. Yeah. If you have any other tips that I haven't mentioned here, please share them in the comment section. I will be very grateful, and the other viewers will be very grateful for that as well. It will be greatly appreciated if you could share it with us. And I thank you in advance. I hope you found this video interesting. If you have, please don't forget to click that like button to show YouTube that I make legit content. Also, if you wish to support the channel further, please consider subscribing if you haven't done so yet. Have a great day. God bless you all. Bye bye.